So we have our chains here, and what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in each of the chains. So of course we're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and we are going to single crochet, not double. Hang on a second. Here we go. So we're going to go into the second chain from the hook, yarn over again, and draw through the 2 loops. And so that's the single crochet. Again, I'll show you. Go into the chain, yarn over, draw it up, yarn over again, and draw through both of those loops. And so we're going to do this right across. This technique is very simple. The first time I tried it to do the ribbing, it was a little difficult. I think I had trouble seeing what I was supposed to be making. But since then it has become very easy to do, and it really gives you many opportunities in terms of making crochet products that look similar to knitted products. So we've now done all of the single crochets, and we are going to chain 1 and we are going to turn. And what we are going to do now is we are going to single crochet in the back loop. So when we look at the top of the single crochets, this is a front loop and this is the back loop. And so what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in each of the back loops. And this is what makes the ribbing. And because we're only going in the back loop, you can see one of these, this is raised and lowered, raised, lowered, raised and lowered, and that's because the technique is going only into the back loop. So I'm going to do 2 rows for you so that you can see how this begins to work up. So we've chained 1, we've already turned, and we're going to go right there into that back loop, and we're going to yarn over again, and draw through both of those loops. And we're going to do that in each stitch going across. And again, only in the back loop. There we go. We're at the end. We're going to chain 1, we're going to turn, and we will go into the back loops again. And this is our second row. And as I said, this pattern calls for 24 rows to make your ribbing, and you might find that maybe for you, you might need less than 24 rows, or you might need more than 24 rows. And what I usually do, when I get up to about 18 rows, I start to measure it around my wrist to see how comfortable it will be for me. If I'm making this for someone else, I might take the measurements of their wrist and maybe the length of their hand and find out where they want their fingerless glove to end. Some people like them right after your knuckles here in your hand, and some people might like them a little longer. And the beauty of crochet, making your own product, is that you can make it whatever size you want, and you can make the adjustments. I'm going to go ahead and do another row for you, but as we look here, you can see that this row is raised and the row underneath it is lowered, or the row above it. And again, this is raised, and when we do the next row, you'll see that it's a little lower. When we turn it over, the rows that looked lower on the other side are the ones that are raised. And this is what gives the ribbing its flexibility. Okay, so you can see how that moves, and that will help to keep your glove on. So we came to the end of the row, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. You know, I have a lot of students who ask whether they need to chain 1 and then turn, or turn and chain 1. It's really your choice and it's your method, so what works best for you. If you remember to turn after you chain, I would go ahead and keep doing that. So we're going to single crochet in each of these back loops again. I'm going to raise this and take out the needle so you can look at this. So we have here our chain and our first row of single crochet, our second, our third, the fourth, and the fifth. You can notice that the odd number rows are lower than the even numbered, and when we turn it to the back, this will be your right side, and these are the sides that are raised. So go ahead and finish your ribbing for your glove, and if you want to, you can actually make both of them now, and when we come back, we'll put the rest of this glove together.